Well, welcome back to the big screen, guys. I picked up a new car. Sold the Mark 7 TDI wagon because I was tired of that fuel efficiency life, and gasoline has gotten so cheap. I just figured, you know what? Let's go with the big engine. I haven't owned anything bigger than a 4-cylinder personally for myself. You know, my wife's got the Q7 TDI, and she's had Touaregs and other vehicles that have had 6 cylinders, but yeah, it's kind of weird. I've never owned a V8. I take that back. I bought my brother's truck, which is a V8 diesel, but I'm selling that. So back to the point. Gas is cheap. Buy a sweet car. I've always wanted a Mark 4 R32, so I decided, why not make it a reality? No, actually, I was really wanting a 2012, 2013 TTRS, and I was saving up my money to buy one, and I actually found one for a really good deal, 25 grand with like 70,000 miles. I thought, oh, okay, that's killer, you know? I'll take out a loan, I'll buy that car, and then I was kind of on track to do that within the next couple days, and my buddy, everybody knows him as Bloodbath, Ian, he decided that this guy that came into his shop and asked him if he knew anybody who wanted to buy a Mark 4 R32, he would call me and ask me if I wanted a Mark 4 R32. So he did. This car's pretty good. It needs some stuff like chains and guides. It's got a tiny bit of rust right here, and the guy said, you know, that's been like that for like 3 years now and never grown. So we're gonna try to take care of that, and I'll probably have to respray that whole panel, blend it. What was it? Yeah, so like little things like this, the mirror, lower mirror cover, just, I don't know if he just never attached it correctly or what. He did just do the front rotors, pads with OEM rotors and pads, Volkswagen. I don't think you can see, but he put new Bilsteins all around. Not coils, just struts. And I don't know what else. He said he's done a bunch of, catalytic converters, so factory downpipes with cats. Replace those, and then it's got a Miltech. He did a full Miltech exhaust. So car is pretty clean. A couple little things like this trim here. Obviously a clip is busted there somewhere, or it's just maybe that he's got like all these wires hanging out. Microphone wire there, I think that you can see on that side. The headliner down the A-pillar is all peeling back. I kind of think that's because he ran a wire up and around into here. And then he's got this wire coming out of the glove box over here, so we want to get rid of that crap. The head unit, it looks like it probably was a nice head unit. Doesn't have Bluetooth, which is really a bummer to me. So I think what I'm going to do is look for a better head unit. Anybody's got any good advice for a good head unit for these, let me know. Car was really dirty. I wiped it down a ton today at work, but now I'm going to do a full detail on it. See all the crap under the seats, and the skid plate is all busted up, so he bought a ECS steel skid plate, and I'm gonna have to put that in. I did pop the hood. The MFA in the cluster is LCD screen's all messed up, so I think I'm gonna take that and send that to Matt Litke, or buy another one and send it to Matt Litke, have it rebuilt, and have a sweet cluster for the car. Gonna do the rear wiper delete because looks cheesy. Why would you want that rear wiper on the on an R32? Need a new shorty antenna because this one is like, I don't know, looks bad. Need a black one to match, not anodized that fades to silver. Get rid of that sticker tonight, and we're gonna go ahead and detail the car and buff these headlights. How nasty are those? So he does have a set of glass lenses. He couldn't find them, so he said he's gonna mail them to me. So hopefully he does that. Any advice on better headlights? I was looking at some of the VXT stuff. And I like VXT stuff. I've got a bunch of it on the Rally, but I don't know if I want to wait forever to get some. So hopefully he's got something in stock. So this is the engine bay. Kind of clean. Needs a new coolant ball. That one's yellow. A little bit of oxidization on the throttle body. All the clamps have got some rust on them. He's came from the East Coast, and so now I can kind of see the difference in a East Coast car and a West Coast car, or even like an Arizona car, which are amazing. But cars in Utah don't really, I don't know very many cars in Utah that I've purchased that the hoses have looked that horrible and the hose clamps just rust out like that. So I'm kind of thinking, like, you guys in the East Coast maybe have humidity and there's some salt in the air or something. I don't know. But Utah, we don't. They say we get rust in Utah, but that looks worse than Utah. So and then the oxidization, like on that alternator there, tensioner and throttle body, that looks like Florida stuff. That looks like what came on my actually, you know what, the 100 looked a lot better than this. That's like, I don't know, sitting out on the beach in a salty hurricane. But yeah, enough about that. I'm gonna get to work, so get cracking, Jordan. Okay guys, so check this out. So that one was way worse than this one. And see how bad this one is. You can see the yellow and just how foggy it is. So I did 3 steps on that one, and so much more clear. You can see that there is fog on the inside of the lens, and then all this, like, I don't know, gunk down in the bottom there in the inside of the lens. So these headlights do need to be replaced. I think I want some like 20th with the black inside housings. I think those will look good on the black car. I did find some Magic Colors black taillights for this, so got those coming. Those are gonna be sweet. But now we're gonna go ahead and do this, the driver's side, and then we'll start working on the rest of the car. Okay, so you can see that one doesn't have as much fog on the inside of the lens as the other one. See how much clearer that is? Just looks awesome. So I probably could go over these one more time, but this one, the inside of the lens is pretty bad, so that's why that one's like that. But this one looks really good. I'm really impressed by it. If you guys like the video, I used Mother's new lens. I'll put a link down below so you guys can go ahead and buy that stuff on Amazon or wherever you want. But that's the stuff I used, and it worked out real well. Good instructions, so there you go. So I forgot to start recording before I did all this, but there was a bunch of like scuff marks, silver scuff marks around the hood here. I don't know, he hit something and scuffed it up or what, but I just used a Meguiar's Final Cut cleaner and a 2500 sandpaper, and then went to 3000 sandpaper and just wet sanded it. And then now I'm gonna rinse all that off and then go back, and now I'm gonna polish it. Get any swirl marks that are left off of there. So clean the leather up. Still need to go back and do the whole interior. I just, with how dry these were, I really wanted to clean them and then put some conditioner on them. And did that. This car needs a lot of love. It needs a good cut and buff. Some paint work, a couple chingers need to get fixed, and then it's got some really bad like water spots you can see on the roof. All that needs to get taken care of. Probably gonna take this over to a buddy, maybe Gabe, or a guy that he recommends, and have them just go through and do the whole car and then do a paint protection on it when it's done. But I think before I want to do that, I want to really get this front bumper repainted and the hood repainted, get all the chips and scratches out of the hood. So well, it's looking a lot better, but a lot more work to go.